Hello and welcome. This comment was left on my writ of habeas corpus video earlier today. It's from DJI9424 and it reads, "Analyze, you're very much on top of all the developments in the Karen Reed case, so maybe you're already aware of the blatant conflict of interest in the legal representation in the habeas filing. But in the event you are not aware, Andrea Burkhart explained the conflict on Melanie Little's YouTube channel last night. Specifically, the linked video describes the conflict at the 1:13:09 mark. In parentheses, by the way, a few minutes earlier, Andrea mentions how Judge Bev is far from even-handed. How can the state attorney general use an attorney from the Norfolk County DA's office to fairly review the trial court's Bev's court rulings in the Karen Reed case? From my position, this looks like the prosecution and Judge Bev are working together to preclude Miss Reed from receiving a fair trial. Sadly, I guess that's how things are done in Massachusetts. Disgusting." So excellent comment from DJI9424, and when I initially read it, I listened to the segment at the 1:13-minute mark on that video. I will be sharing that segment with you shortly, but initially I was like, no way. And I also remembered that when the writ of habeas corpus was published, when it was released and posted online, there was a notation with the post that read that the federal court had immediately responded and scheduled the federal hearing for March 5th, which is 2 days from now. And I also read that the prosecution was given until February 26th to respond to the writ of habeas corpus. So when I listened to the segment from Melanie Little's video that DJI9424 recommended, I was like, well, yeah, but the prosecution was told to respond by February 26th. I get the concern. Of course I get the concern. The corruption in this case is so extensive, but the federal court instructed the prosecution, the Commonwealth, to respond to the writ of habeas corpus by February 26th. And to me, that was why we heard from the DA's office in Norfolk County, the same attorney who represented the DA's office at the Supreme Court level, at the Supreme Court hearing. But then I received notice that the notices of appearances were submitted on February 26th. So today, just came out today that I saw them. And so when DJI9424 writes in the comment, how can the state attorney general use an attorney from the Norfolk County DA's office? What is actually happening is that the Superior Court has two attorneys now, guys. The Superior Court in Dedham, Judge Bev's court, has two attorneys representing the Superior Court for the federal case. And one of those attorneys is an attorney at the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. So there absolutely is a conflict of interest. DJI9424 was absolutely correct. But I want to clarify that the state attorney general has their own attorney, and that attorney is not at the DA's office in Norfolk County. But the Superior Court does have two attorneys, and one of those attorneys is working at the Norfolk County DA's office. So I want to show you those filings proving that Melanie Little and Burkhart and Andrea Burkhart were onto something, but it's like the same argument, but there's more detail to it. So in the video, I'll just play it for you now so that you know what this is all about. It's a 5-minute clip from attorney Melanie Little's live stream last night. And then I will read those notices of appearances for you. There are 3, and they're brief. It's not long. This won't be a long video. But thank you for being here. Let's play that clip.
Judge Cannoni alone, and how obviously uneven-handed she is in her treatment of the parties. And what's the recourse? They can't do anything about it. They can't do anything about it. I just saw something. Somebody brought up to me an excellent point, and I went and checked because I'm like, this is a little bit concerning. The habeas briefing, the response that was filed. Now, the parties, the respondents to the petition, are Norfolk County Superior Court, okay, the Superior Court, and the Massachusetts Attorney General. That's who the petition is directed towards. The person who filed the response to the petition is a special Attorney General, and that special Attorney General is, let me get his name right here.
Ipsy Dixit.
It's Caleb Schillinger, a special assistant attorney general who works at the Norfolk District Attorney's Office.
He was their appellate lawyer for
Norfolk ADA. Why is he representing the interests of the court? And how is that not a problem when it comes to the partiality of that court? Now, the Norfolk County District Attorney is advancing and defending the interests of the court, and we're supposed to believe that the court is impartial with respect to this party. Now, how does this not create something of an appearance of impropriety?
Listen, the appearances of impropriety go all the way back to the motion to recuse, which I went over again last week. We read the decision for fun, where she didn't recuse herself. There was so many appearances of impropriety between, the judge maybe knowing some of these parties. That's where the Auntie Bev came from when Sean McCabe, Matt McCabe's brother, wrote a text or a message to Turtle Boy saying, when Turtle Boy asked him, like, do you have an in to the judge? And he said, oh, Auntie Bev, whose beach house do you think we're going to bury your corpse under? That's where that came from. She was presented with those messages. She was presented with a Venmo transaction from between Ryan Nagel and Julie Nagel that said for Frank and Beverly, but it was spelled Beverley. And she said, I don't know them, and that's not how I spell my name. However, her husband's name happens to be Frank. There were so many things that gave her an opportunity to say, look, I don't know these people. I don't know what this is, but it gives the appearance of impropriety. And for those reasons, I'm going to step back. I'm recusing myself. Peace out. She didn't do it.
No.
She had a lot of opportunities to do it. There was a motion to dismiss a motion to disqualify District Attorney Michael Morrissey for his egregious misconduct and that hostage video that he did. That was denied. There was a motion to dismiss the indictments based on all the shenanigans that happened during the grand jury and Proctor not, being forthright about his relationships with people, and Lank knowing the Alberts and getting them out of trouble for decades. Like the tentacles of this case go so deep. It's like the roots of this family tree are so freaking twisted that you need like a Brandy Churchwell chart to even start to figure it out. It's like,
and so it's so disillusioning because, as an attorney, we're supposed to be able to explain this, and we're supposed to be able to justify this, and this is unjustifiable. What am I supposed to tell people? How am I supposed to explain this situation to my audience as if this is like okay and normal? You can't do that. You can't justify the unjustifiable. Not if you're going to be, try to be the person that's dealing with this with some kind of integrity. And so it sucks to be in a position where you have to be saying, this is messed up, and this is not how it's supposed to work, and this is unjust, and this is unfair, and this is not This is not how the system is supposed to be. And yet, strangely, case after case after case that keeps coming up. And here we are dealing with the same thing over and over and over again.
Right. And then anyone who speaks out about it is personally taxed, doxed. They've been trying to shut me up for over a year.
So this was the notice of appearance I did not see until today, and it was filed on February 26, 2025, and it reads Karen Reed petitioner and respondents, Norfolk County Superior Court and Massachusetts State Attorney. So this is a notice of appearance. It reads, please enter my appearance as counsel of record for the Massachusetts Attorney General as a respondent in the above captioned matter. And he is. The Massachusetts Attorney General is a respondent in the writ of habeas corpus in the federal case. Remember, when I read the writ of habeas corpus for you guys, the respondents are Norfolk County Superior Court, aka Judge Bev, and the Massachusetts State Attorney General. So the Massachusetts State Attorney General will not be there, apparently. They will be represented, or maybe they will be, I don't know, but more likely they will be represented by their attorney, Thomas E. Boshian, Assistant Attorney General, Appeals Division, Criminal Bureau, and it's in Boston, Massachusetts. So this is the notice of appearance for the State Attorney General's lawyer, his attorney, his counsel. Let's look at the other two lawyers who are representing the Norfolk County Superior Court. So this is crazy, but I just realized reading it again that it's the same attorney. The attorney who is representing the Massachusetts State Attorney General is the same attorney who is representing the Norfolk County Superior Court. Okay, I'm just going to read it for you guys. Again, it was submitted February 26, 2025. Notice of appearance. Please enter my appearance as counsel of record for the Norfolk County Superior Court, a respondent in the above captioned matter. And it reads, respectfully submitted, Thomas E. Boshian, the same attorney who is representing the State Attorney General in the previous notice of appearance. Like, there aren't enough attorneys in Massachusetts? Like, why is this a thing? Why is the Massachusetts State Attorney General going to be represented by the same attorney that is going to represent the Norfolk County Superior Court? How does that make sense, guys? All right, and let's read the last one. It's like the cherry on top. Again, Karen Reed is the petitioner, Norfolk County Superior Court, and the Massachusetts State Attorney General are the respondents. Notice of appearance. Please enter my appearance as counsel of record for the Norfolk County Superior Court, a respondent in the above captioned matter. Respectfully submitted, Caleb J. Schillinger, Special Assistant Attorney General, Assistant Norfolk District Attorney, 45 Shawmut Road, Canton, Massachusetts. Like I was saying, like as if there's a shortage of attorneys who are capable of handling a federal level. In this case, like there's a shortage of attorneys in Massachusetts that the same attorneys, the same DA's office that is responsible for this cover-up has an attorney from that office that is going to represent Judge Bev, is going to represent the Norfolk County Superior Court, aka Judge Bev. And the other attorney, Thomas Boshian, he's going to represent the State Attorney General and Judge Bev and the Norfolk County Superior Courthouse. Superior Court. Oh God, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? Why is there a shortage of attorneys in Massachusetts? What the hell is going on? I really can't wait until Wednesday. Holy crap. I can't wait to hear what Martin Weinberg and the other attorneys have to say. I don't know if David Yannetti and Alan Jackson and Elizabeth Little will be there, or Robert Alessi. I'm hoping they will all be there. But certainly Martin Weinberg will be there. And I really need to know what they have to say about the counsel in this case. The same attorney who is representing the Massachusetts Attorney General is also representing the Norfolk County Superior Court, aka Judge Bev. And Caleb Schillinger, who represented the prosecution during the Supreme Court hearing, is going to also represent Judge Bev, aka the Norfolk County Superior Court, for the federal hearing on Wednesday. I'm at a loss for words. Like, I thought that the corruption is deep, it's extensive, but the more that comes out about this case, the more I'm like, what? Like, it's still going. It keeps going. You know, it's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going. The corruption just keeps going. Holy shit. Yeah, there needs to be comment about this on Wednesday's hearing. The federal court had better have an issue with the attorneys representing the state attorney general and Judge Bev, the county superior court. Like, if neither the defense nor the judge speak up about these attorneys and the direct conflict of interest, I might just lose my mind. I might lose it more than I already have. Holy shit. Okay. That's the update for today, guys. Thank you to DJI 9424. And, yeah, holy crap. Again, guys, I keep saying it. I'm going to need therapy when this case is over. And the more I learn about this case, the more I am certain that it's going to be like PTSD here. This is too much for one case. This is too much corruption for one case. Thank you all for watching.